Hi guys, welcome to Rated M for Moms podcast. Your host Alex and Devin. Woohoo! Okay. Introduce yourself, Minimal Banana.
I'm Jenee, aka Minimal Banana. Minimal Banana is my small business name, but you can call me Jenee or Minimal Banana. I am a mom of two. I have a 17-year-old boy and a 12-year-old girl.
Those are teens.
Woo! Teens.
Woo!
Yeah, woo is right.
A 17-year-old boy from a 10-year-old boy, that's a big difference.
That's a big difference, but she said a 12-year-old girl. Like, that's right around the corner for Adrian.
That's true.
That's
true.
It's no joke.
So tell us about your business. What is Minimal Banana?
Yes.
Minimal Banana sells mostly Disney inspired. I have a couple of other like things that aren't Disney, but mostly Disney inspired stickers and pins. Yep.
How many times a year do you like to go to Disney?
I wish I could live in Disney, but honestly, I don't know. I don't have like a set number. I know I'm going in December for my birthday, so it looks like I'm hitting it like once a year.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
So, like Disney stuff behind me, I'm like obsessed.
Do you go to California or do you come to Florida?
Mostly Florida. I've been to California once. I was in California in October. So this past October, I went to Disney Land, but mostly I just go to World.
Which one's better?
Yeah.
This is the unpopular opinion because Disney is not the reels and everything that people show. I'd be like, well, where is that Disney at? Because that's not the Disney I be at. Like the food people be having, like I ended up asking somebody. I said, you have to tell me. I said, how is it that you have a reel full of Disney food? When are you eating? When I'm at the parks, I'm waiting in line for rides. I'm not eating. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I need to probably visit a couple of more times to pick a favorite.
What I do know is how those people who are like eating at Disney, they spend for the Disney Pass, like the Disney Fast Pass, Genie, Bobber, whatever it's called, where like literally they can put themselves in the queue and it's like cut their times down like by half. I do know that because I follow a couple people and they're like, if you ever go to Disney, make sure you get the Genie Plus or whatever it is so that you can like cut your wait time in half and then you don't have to stand in the line for the time.
I've done that on a couple of rides, but it's like you still have to wait.
It's just like
it's just shorter.
I'm sure. You have to wait at SeaWorld too, but like SeaWorld's not as big as Disney. Disney, their wait time is like 206 minutes. Like what?
Yeah.
Like what? For a
I know
5-minute ride.
I know that my aunt and my uncle have gone to like Disney World and like here in Florida, and Star Wars, I think it was like the Star Wars area that they had. They literally were up at 6 a.m. so that they could get my niece and my nephew together, get themselves together, come to the park early so that they could check in to be when the ride opens so that they could be on it.
Yeah.
I said, what? That's not a vacation.
Stress.
People be doing the most. They do. So my goal is to like help people incorporate Disney magic into their lives, whether it's like putting a sticker on something, like my laptop is covered in stickers, or you can put them wherever. There's tons of ways you can put stickers or pins, because you can like have a little touch of Disney magic like for less than a fraction of the cost. So that's my goal.
I like it. I like that. I like it. Because everybody needs to go to Disney. I'm not even going to flex. I've never been. But like Disney movies, I see the hype a little bit. I see the hype, but it just the price baffles me, and I really care.
Yeah,
it's the price, and then when you see it, and it's like for you and all your kids are like, what in the world? Like I think I'll do it for my grandkids because at that time, like it's a different situation.
Yeah.
Now for my kids, like all 4 of them, we not doing that. We could do another one. We've been to Legoland. Yeah. We've gone to SeaWorld. We've done Pet Pig. Like we do all the water. We've done Aquatica. Yeah, like we've done all of those things. We've done the resorts. Disney, just not there yet. Not there.
Okay. Well, after this, I'll give you some cheat like tips.
Oh,
you can make it happen. You can make it happen with you and 4 kids.
Because what I'm seeing, I have 6 people in my house. The price for living here, I'm just like, that's rent. Like, yeah, we'll try again next year. That's usually how it goes. But I do. My kids are asking though. They're starting to ask. I was able to be like, we don't need to go because they're not asking. Now they're asking. They're asking about it. I'm like, okay. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna give y'all some tips after this.
Oh, boy, I didn't expect it to do that. So where did the name Minimal Banana come from?
So I love bananas. And even though I have like a bunch of like little figurines, I'm actually like kind of a minimalist. So slap them together.
And you got minimal banana.
Yep.
I don't like bananas. You like bananas?
You don't like bananas?
I like bananas, but that's like, I feel like you can eat bananas with so many different things. Like peanut butter, I do it with almond butter. I eat it on my rice cake. With chocolate cakes with banana. Like, you like banana muffins. So you don't like bananas, but you eat banana muffins. And you devour banana muffins. So how are you going to say
Wait, so you don't like bananas on like ice cream, like Neapolitan ice cream, vanilla ice cream, strawberry ice cream, bananas in your cereal, Frosted Flakes, Rice Krispies?
That's my kid's new thing, like Cheerios with some bananas on top. He be devouring that.
Like
I will eat 1 banana every blue moon just because it gives me potassium.
Oh my gosh.
So like I'm starting to ache and I'm like, oh man,
nah.
I will.
They're so good.
Maybe too to get that little boost, but like it's just the texture of a banana, like an actual banana.
Mm-hmm. So you prefer
first if you give me a banana, I literally will take like 3 bites. The bites after that, I don't know if it's because the banana got air and it got room. I don't know. She said air. I'm done. After that, it gets like mushy and slimy and it's gross and
Girl, what kind of bananas you eat?
I have given her bananas. She will eat half a banana and that's it. So like I try to give her bananas and she doesn't like them. She only eats like maybe half, even though we went grocery shopping the other day and she devoured a whole banana in the Walmart. But like it's very, very rarely will she eat a whole banana.
You have to get the Chiquita bananas. Chiquita bananas are the best.
Oh, those are really good. Those are the ones I use for the muffins. I will make a banana muffin in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Loves banana.
I love banana muffin.
Pudding?
A banana smoothie?
No, banana pudding with the vanilla wafers.
I don't like pudding.
Oh, banana pudding? They make this. Can you feel that?
Yeah, I can feel that.
They make banana pudding at what's it called? At Publix. Oh my god, it is so good.
I don't like pudding.
You're missing out.
Yeah, for real.
It's just banana pudding, not the other kind, not the kind in the cups.
with the wafers, not vanilla wafers. What are they called?
The chessmen cookies.
Vanilla wafers.
Super girls. Good.
I'm sorry.
Well, we see where it comes from.
I'll eat Jello.
Yeah, ain't nobody eat no Jello.
Yeah,
unless it's Jello shot. I eat Jello. I eat Jello. Like I might eat like a little bit of vanilla pudding with everybody. I don't like pudding. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, I guess because you grow up Hispanic, like for Christmas and Thanksgiving and stuff like that, like they make rice pudding. They make,
oh my god!
Tres leches cake is like a puddingy cake, like it's.
But it's firm. It has the cake, like
but like you could also make tres leches just by itself, not as a cake. Mm-hmm. So like they make it. There's so many different things that like are pudding based. So like you eat all of that.
No. Okay.
Yeah,
but I like the name. The name is great. I love the name.
I always wanted to know where the name came from. I was like, minimal banana. I mean, minimal. Minimal. Can't even say minimal. How is it being a minimalist? Minimalist.
I like it.
I like it. How long have you?
So I know. Well, I'm not like a super minimal. Like it's not like I don't have nothing. I have tons of stuff, but I also like I don't like to buy in like excess. So I know we'll talk about like me leaving corporate. And so with that in mind, like I like to live as minimally as possible. So like you reduce your spending and you reduce things that you know what I mean? Like accumulate, like then you don't have to work as hard. So that was kind of like my reasoning. Like I'll give you an example.
The only reason I can't spend money, I got no money to spend.
Like my friend, like far as like groceries, you know how people go to the grocery store and they don't make a list?
Yeah.
And then you buy like duplicates of stuff. I don't do that. Because I'm like, the food that you have, you forget, and then it'll end up expiring or you waste it. And it's like, no, eat the food that you have in your refrigerator and then go replenish. You know what I mean? So I do like practices like that, or it's like, oh, I won't go buy like I don't know, like an excess of like I don't know what would be something like I'm not going to go and grab two.
Oh,
I heard my do not disturb. Oh, my mom must be on it. I'm like, how's she calling me? But yeah. So I don't know. I have tons of collections and stuff like that. So I'm like, it's just a balance, I guess.
I like that.
Yeah, I understand that. Where I spend the most of my money is groceries.
See?
Just my kids are just so like they're so picky and they're so set. They both have autism, so like they're set in what they will eat. And I really need to go. Like someone needs to make a store where literally you can go and curate like boxes of things. So like chips. Chips come in variety packs, but we don't eat all the chips that's in the box. But I don't fill a box with the chips that we eat or like my kids eat. So like I need some place that curates like I need 4 oranges, 3 bananas, 3 apples. Like I need a place that will do that so that I don't have excess stuff. So but I end up giving a lot of stuff to the homeless because it's extra stuff.
No.
So
that's your money. You need your money.
But
don't give it to them.
I'm not eating it, so who's gonna eat it? I end up going.
So for like with the bananas, you could take off, just buy 2.
Well, yeah, my fruit. I don't worry about fruit.
But like, so like, what's something that you give to the homeless? Like, what's an example?
So we get the big box of chips, but the box of chips comes with at least 10 chips that my kids don't eat and won't eat, and no one in my house will eat. So if I get a big box of chips, I literally have 10 chips left over that no one's eating in my house.
So what about buying, especially like with the little kids, you can buy like what's a chip? Like Cheetos?
So yeah, they eat Cheetos, they eat like plain.
So you buy the big bag of Cheetos and then separate it into individual baggies.
See, the thing is, so with autism, they taste different. I know that sounds crazy.
No, it doesn't.
They taste different. They won't eat them. So then I have 6 bags of individual chips that I made that they won't eat.
Well, have you seen like I know at my grocery store here, they have the kind where it's like just the Cheetos, the individual bags of the Cheetos.
But then I gotta buy Cheetos. Then I gotta buy barbecue. Then I gotta buy
So
Lay's.
not everybody eats Cheetos. Who eats Cheetos?
Dimitri.
Okay, and then who eats
Barbecue? Lex.
Okay.
But Dimitri will eat Lay's. He'll eat the Ruffles.
Well, Dimitri needs to like the Cheetos.
He'll eat the different ones.
Yeah, he'll eat different.
Which is why I use the Doritos, because I literally have a box full of Doritos because my kids don't eat them.
Yeah, but my kids eat basically everything. The only one they won't eat is the Fritos.
Yeah, my mom can eat the Fritos, so like they eat those. So like literally, and then the crazy thing is, all the boxes have Doritos in them. It is very, very rare that I can get a box that doesn't have Doritos in them. They all come with Doritos.
I've never looked to really be like,
it's either cheese Doritos or Cool Ranch Doritos. They all come with fucking Doritos.
Yeah,
that's true.
But they
so like that.
They like, I don't know, because I know they be definitely changing it up. Or try to or I don't know if y'all have it there, because y'all don't have Kroger there, right?
No, well,
we have Kroger
online.
Yeah, we have a warehouse and they'll deliver to us, but we can't physically go there and shop.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh, I know, like, because we have like I wonder if he would like the mixed Cheeto box.
Yeah, we don't have a mixed Cheeto box. So
okay.
Like the boxes is like there's like a spicy box, which is all the spicy chips.
Yeah.
There's like a bold box that has Doritos, barbecue, something, and then there's like the classic box that has Doritos, barbecue, Ruffles, Lay's. Like we have those boxes, but there's not like just a Cheeto box. Because if I get just Cheetos, I will take my kids will eat Cheeto Puffs and Cheetos. Let's eat Cheeto Puffs, but we'll eat the Cheetos. They don't make that box.
Dang, that sucks. Because I know we got that. We got a box like that here. Like with the crunchy ones and the soft ones.
Like, if I had that, then I would just buy that.
It'd be good.
And then it doesn't make any sense because, like, I went on to, Fritos, and they make a curate your own, like, box, but it's, like, $20 more.
Oh, heck no.
To curate my own box of chips.
So you definitely not being a minimalist for that.
No, heck no.
It doesn't, like, that's where I, like, out of all of our expenses, that's where we spend, like, the most money is with food.
It's just chips? Oh, food, period.
Food, period. Because they only eat certain things. Yeah. And then, like, dinner for, like, the adults, because adults don't eat the same thing that the kids eat. But the kids will be like, oh, I just want pizza rolls or hot dogs or, like, French fries. And we're like, I want some steak and potatoes.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? But they're not going to eat that. So making 2 meals every night for everyone it gets expensive.
But yeah, that's where like my most. But everything else, we're pretty.
Have you tried to make my brain is over here thinking walking tacos with the Doritos? Do your kids eat tacos? They don't. Oh,
my kids eat tacos.
Give them to the homeless.
I could maybe get Lex to eat chips and meat, but Bug.
The fact that y'all serve this food, let me go.
Dimitri will literally look at that plate and be like,
yeah, no, that's
can I just have some cereal?
Yeah, cereal. Can y'all give me a bowl of milk, please?
So that's kind of, but yeah, we're gonna figure it out.
We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna be minimalists. So what was your reason behind leaving your 9-to-5 to pursue being a business owner?
So I started Minimal Banana 2 years ago. I just left corporate in April, but I've been working since I was 12 years old, and I'm about to be 38, and I was tired of working. I was tired of clocking in. I was tired of waking up when I wasn't ready to wake up. I was tired of commuting to work, commuting back to work. What really kicked in that made me be like super over it was after COVID. Because I'm like, so during COVID, we're able to work from home for 1.5 years. I never had to go into the office. We was good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had like one of those. I had like a hover boss, you know, and it's we'll come back into the office. I'm like, for what? I'm able to eat fresh meals. I'm able to roll over and just log in, draws on, crust in my eye. You know what I mean? Like, and now I gotta get up, get dressed, drive. I'm like, bruh, it was getting old. Every day it was getting old. Like, if you go like back through my old reels, you can see like most of my reels are at a desk. I'm like, this ain't giving fun. I was beyond over it. Huh?
Yeah. If COVID taught us anything, it taught us that you can work from home and still make just as much money as you did working in an office. So why am I here?
Yeah, I made the same amount of money. And I'm like, why am I here? Like, there's nothing at the office that I had to be there for. Except for, I guess, for him to just look at us. I'm like, dude, I can send you pictures. I can send you selfies all day. Supervisor, you know what I mean? If you want.
Selfies at a computer.
Right. So I just started getting like more and more and more irritated. And I was like, this is, I'm done.
I'm good. Okay. Look, I understand. That's why I'm a nanny, because I can be at my house or at your house, or am not wanting to. Like, I understand. I got you. Look, that 9 to 5 sometimes is necessary, and it's necessary for a certain amount of time. But after that, you'd be like, this isn't necessary anymore.
Yeah, no, it's not like. Especially because I'm not like, it's like, what is this for? You know what I mean? It's like, I don't want the super big expensive house. I'm like, well, I'm not looking to like necessarily move up, own the company. Like, I was there for 8 years. I was like, I'm done with this.
What did you do in the corporate world?
So my last job, I was a team lead for customer service. And we were, basically like an online bookstore, and it was a small little customer service department, and I was the team lead. And when I say small, there were like 5 of us.
Oh wow, that's small.
We didn't need to be in no big warehouse for what?
Yeah, no, it's 5 of y'all. Y'all could have did that at home.
Exactly.
We definitely could have did that at home.
So how is it being a full-time mom and business owner?
I love it. So right now what I do to supplement my income is Dash, like DoorDash.
Okay.
I'm obsessed, literally. Like, it's like fast paced, in and out, and I love that you can like work when you want. You can start when you want, you can stop when you want. D&D doesn't stop your alarms, clearly. But yeah, like you can start when you want, stop when you want. I just love it. Like the freedom, like, the freedom. That's what I love.
I like that. Maybe I'll DoorDash. Does it make good money?
DoorDash and Uber is thing, right?
Yeah, well, Uber, like people do Uber Eats, or you can Uber like the people. I'm cool on the people, but picking up food all day.
Yeah, I'm cool. I don't want you in the car.
I don't want people in the back.
I don't want you in my back seat. Cause one, I don't speak disrespectfully out of my mouth. I don't do it. It's very, very rare. I have to be up to here to speak disrespectfully out of my mouth. But my face is all the disrespect that you need. That you need before she even speaks anything. She be like, So, like, I just know if I was an Uber driver and somebody got in my vehicle that smelled a little funny. I don't even know. She said it smelled a little funny.
Yeah, it'd be like, you fine?
I gotta sit with you for 45 minutes? Nah, my guy, nah. So, like, and then they be trying to have conversation. I'm like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just trying to get you good. Let's go. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, Miss.
Yeah, so like, food, I can do food. You want your order? I ain't even gotta talk to you. I gotta just leave it at your door.
Most of my things, it's just like they're just like leave at my door. I'm like, even better. Put it down, snap a picture, and that's it. Like, like, you know what I mean? No, like, oh, none of that. It's so easy. I love it. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, I'm gonna turn on my light real quick. Hold on.
Okay. What has been your biggest challenge? Where do you see your business in 5 years? I guess I just
much better.
So, what has been your biggest challenge?
For where?
With a full-time mom.
A full-time mom with a business, or like leaving corporate. What's been the challenges, girl? What's the challenges?
Woo. So I don't know y'all's situations. Like, I don't know if y'all are single moms or, you know. So, but for me,
she boyfriend but not husband.
Both.
She married. I got boyfriend but not husband.
Okay. Well, I've been married a couple times, so we'll say that. And you know, definitely, like, I know for me, like, when I planned to have kids, I didn't plan to be raising them alone, or like not the person I made them with, I'll say. So that's been a challenge. Co-parenting was real rocky at some points, especially because I'm real like mama bear, like raw, like, yeah, you helped me make them, but this is my kid. So it's like, what I say goes, or I want my kids to have like a certain standard of living or be, you know, blah, blah, blah. And so it's definitely difficult to parent when, like, you know, when, like, y'all not on the same page. It's like, bruh. So yeah, actually, I mean, and I love my kids. I can't even believe I'm about to say this publicly. Like, my family and friends, they already know. I feel like I love my kids. I wouldn't want nothing to happen to my kids, but I don't like parenting. I think it's ghetto here, and I would recommend it 0 stars.
0 stars as her kids knocking on the door. 0 stars. 0 stars.
Because it's like, well, I know I was 20, I think, when I had my first one. So I've always been a mom. I've always been a wife. Like, I've always done things. Like I said, I was working at 12. And, like, I felt like I always did things in advance. Which now, as I'm an adult, I'm like, I see how that plays into my, like, figurines and Barbies. And, you know what I mean? Because it's like, I was in a rush to grow up. For what, I have no clue, but I definitely, like, tell my kids, I'm like, you know, take your time, be 20, be a teen, like, go off to college. If you don't want to, that's cool, but live, experience life. Like, don't be in a rush like I was to be married or to have kids. I'm like, it's ghetto here, and y'all are expensive. They're expensive. You don't know what you're gonna get. Like, my 17-year-old, he's entering his senior year, and it's like, you don't have to be me, but where's your drive? Where's your ambition? Where's your not playing a video game? Like, bruh, come on. I need you to show me something, you know? And it's like, you don't, and I know you guys have, like, a child that's autistic. Like, you don't know. Like, you don't know what you're going to get when they're here. And it's like, it definitely can be hard.
No, motherhood, like, having kids is real ghetto. I wouldn't recommend it either. Like, and then it was crazy because we were like kids. We were like, oh, I want to be an adult so bad. Oh, I want to take my naps because I'm a big kid. All this, I would kill for a nap,
Girl.
Like, a nap right now, literally a nap as an adult is like life changing. You get so much done after that nap. It's life changing. And then, like, it is a lot to keep another human alive.
Yeah.
Especially when they're little, because toddlers literally try to unalive themselves faithfully every single day.
They furrow toddlers.
Yeah, like they try to unalive themselves, even though you're doing everything that you possibly can to keep them alive and safe. And they're like, nah, I'm gonna jump off this couch today, just because that seemed like a good idea in this moment. So I get you. I understand. Everybody didn't think that I was gonna have any children because I got my nephews at what? 21, 22. So nobody thought I was gonna have any kids. Like everybody was like, she ain't having no kids.
She has two. She's fine.
She's fine.
She's helping taking care of the other two. She's good. She don't need none.
Yeah, my sister was like, every year for my birthday, I wish that she would have a baby. Like that was her wish on her birthday, and for me to have a baby. I didn't have my first. I had my first baby at 29. 29. That's when Ruben was born. So I get you, girl. I get you.
And so you had a long time to live. Well, not really, because you said you got your nephews at 21.
Yeah, I didn't get to live. I didn't
get to live because she had responsibilities, even though
they weren't my responsibilities, but they were my responsibilities.
Yeah.
So I'm thankful that like in high school, I did all of like the high school things. Mm-hmm. I hung out with my friends. I went to parties. Like we stayed out late. Like we drank. We did all of these things. I am so thankful that I did do those things in high school. But literally after high school, I had 2-3 years of being just me, and then boom, I got a 2-year-old and 18 months. Oh, however old he was. Yeah.
Wow.
So
yeah.
So I understand. I feel you.
I, on the other hand, I tried to grow up really fast. Even though my parents and everybody wanted me to slow down, but I wanted to grow up, to get out of where we were, like not out of it because it wasn't bad, but like I just wanted out. But I met my husband when I was 17. Mm-hmm. I was married by 19 and pregnant and having a baby by 20. Yeah. So I met my husband since I was 19 years old, and I'm 30.
Yeah. So we were all young with kids.
My whole 20s just popping out babies, raising babies, and being a wife.
Yep.
So it's hard.
Yeah, it is hard.
And I don't know, I couldn't imagine co-parenting. I was like, because what I have happening in my house is not the same stuff that's happening in their house, and I don't like that.
Nope, sure don't.
I don't like that. And then I have had because I'm a nanny, so I've had kids who are one way at mom's house, and then they go to dad's house and come back, and then they're like totally different children, and I'm like,
you have to retrain them.
Yep. I'm like, what in the world?
Yeah.
This is not the child that I had 3 days ago.
Yep. It's the same. It's the same when it's your kid too. Yeah. Because like I'll have all school year, he get them every other weekend, whatever. Then he's come back from the summer, and I'm like, where's your yes ma'am? Where's the no ma'am? Why are you cussing? Why are you wiping your hands on your clothes? Why are you know what I mean? But you can't tell somebody else how to parent. It took a while. Like I said, my daughter is 12, so it took a while to just be like, his house is his house, my house is my house. But as the kids get older, you're able to tell them like, this ain't your daddy's house.
This ain't that.
Don't be acting like that.
This ain't that.
Yeah.
That ghetto on the weekends, not here though.
Yeah. Seriously. I'm like, you don't make you say yes ma'am, no ma'am, no sir, da da. It's a mess. And then sometimes he called me not too long ago, a couple months back, for our 12-year-old was like, it was something along the lines of like, stop cooking so much for the children. I'm like, huh?
Stop cooking. What?
It was like, do you cook all their meals? And she needs to be able to. I'm like, she can make ramen or whatever else did you prefer at your house, but over here, no, I'm making meals and I make the plates and I give it to them, sit them down, and
yeah, like this is not snack dinner.
Yes,
this
is not Lunchables and make yourself some pizza rolls. Like, nah, making meals.
This is not a whole box of macaroni and cheese because there's nothing else. It's not this. This is, you need some macaroni and cheese and some broccoli, like, and some chicken. Like, that's what this is over here.
Yes. It shocked me. She's like, oh, I know how to make this. I make that over my dad's. I'm like, you be cooking? We start cooking.
How long you been cooking?
Right.
Like, how long?
Me. What else can you do?
You're cooking. You couldn't cook a meal.
You know that's so funny though, because literally, I want to say a month or two ago, Lex knows how to cook eggs on the stove because he likes to eat eggs, but he has to do it with an adult because he is my kid who wants a hot breakfast every single day. Yeah. My boy wants sausage, eggs, and toast, sausage, eggs, and pancakes, sausage, eggs, and waffles. He won't sausage and eggs on the plate. He would just eat sausage and eggs, but them two need to be on the plate. So, like, we have tried to, like, let him, like, supervise to cook his eggs. He can't cook them by himself, so that's not going to cook because he will burn the house down. But, like, I was like, well, my mom was like, well, you can't cook them by himself. I was like, I know how to cook eggs by myself, but when I was 8. And my mom was like, no, you didn't. And I was like, I swear to God, I did. And she was like, nuh-uh. I was like, I swear to you I did because my brother didn't make them for me. She would travel for work because she was working for March Dime. So it was me and my brother. He's 8 years older than me. And I'm like, yeah, my brother taught me how to cook them in the microwave.
I was about to suggest
that. In the microwave? And my mom was like, what?
I used to make mine in the microwave when I was a kid.
She was so flabbergasted. She was like, nuh-uh. I was like, I kid.
They come out all fluffy, like just poofed up.
I cannot. If I wanted eggs, I needed to make them in the microwave. I knew how to make my own eggs in the microwave. And she was like, she stood there just so she was like, damn.
A lot of things happened as a child. I don't know.
She was so perplexed. And I was like, yeah, I know how to cook them in the microwave. And I was like, he just doesn't have the attention span to make them in the microwave. Because you gotta, when you cook eggs in the microwave, you gotta watch them. You can't take your eyes off of the eggs in the microwave because them things will explode. So like you gotta pay attention.
So how does he make them on the stove? If you say he was about to work,
he didn't get to make them on the stove.
But I'm saying, what happened that he was trying to burn the house down?
Oh, he was moving the skillet off the eye and onto. Like, there was a lot happening. So he doesn't get to make them on the stove.
He was trying to be what's the guy's name? George Ramsay.
Yeah, no.
He was trying George Ramsay.
He can't George Ramsay nothing. So he get eggs on the weekend when there's an adult that can make them. But yeah, she was flabbergasted. So like I understand that you're like, wait, you can cook? I get that. I get it.
I did not have to cook. I did not learn to cook. Don't look at me like that.
I didn't.
I'm waiting on it. Like when till when?
I didn't learn how to cook until I was wife. I think the only thing I knew how to make was like a bowl of cereal, guys. Until I was like 18, 19 years old. Because I always had meals served to me, like meals made. Like I was raised between my two grandparents, and then like when I got to 13, I was raised with my aunt, my uncle from my mother's side.
Uh-huh.
So, like my aunt, my uncle always cooked. Like there was always a meal for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, even though like in the summer times. And then for when school started, like we had breakfast, we went to school, we had lunch at school, and then we came home and dinner was made. Like we never were in the kitchen learning how to make dinner.
Like, so you wasn't like hungry, like made a sandwich?
No, like literally, if I was ever hungry. So when I was a kid, even now, I'm 30 years old, and I was just visiting my grandmother in March. Anytime I was hungry, my grandmother, oh, let me make a sandwich. Oh, I'm making dinner. And that's how it's been my whole life. When I was younger, my grandmother worked out of the home, but like she would literally leave money on the counter, and I would walk to the pizzeria because I lived up north. I was in Philly. So literally, it was 10 houses down. I could walk to the Chinos. I could walk to the pizzeria. And everybody knew who my mom and my dad were when I was young. I mean, they still do, but, like, my mom was literally plastered on the side of the corner store. So, like, they knew who I was. You know what I'm saying? So I would go there and be like, oh, I want pizza, french fries. And they take the money, and then they give me back my change, and I walk home and I go and eat.
Yeah.
Or, like, I would walk to the Chinos, and I go to the corner store and get a hoagie. Like, I never had to physically make myself food. Yeah. And then my grandmother, every time I was hungry, she picked me up from school, she made everything I wanted, and then I went home, and I took a shower, and I went to bed. But then with my aunt, my uncle, nobody ever was like, oh, you want to learn how to make meatloaf? You want to learn how to make lasagna? That wasn't happening. Like, dinner was done before 4 o'clock, and we was eating. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
it wasn't. The only times that I knew that, like, how to make anything is when my mom was gone, and it was just me and my brother. He's 8 years older than me, so, like, I was 7. Like, he was a teenager, so he ain't got time to feed his little sister. So, like, I had to figure out, like, what I had to do. But, like, it was never that I didn't get a hot dinner. So he always made dinner. Yeah. So whatever dinner was, he always made dinner. But, like, breakfast and lunch, that was on me. You gotta figure that out on your own. Unless I had a sport or something like that. So then lunch was at the sport or whatever, or whoever house I was at. But, like, breakfast and that was on me. So, like, I made a sandwich. I knew how to make my eggs in the microwave. Like, cereal, A1 cereal maker. Like, A1 cereal maker. So, like, it was the basics. It was, like, the basic stuff that I knew.
I used to always watch, like, the cooking shows, and I would even pretend to have, like, my own cooking show. Like, I would be making stuff, like, talking. Like, yeah, now we're going to add da-da-da-da. I used to always make, me and my sister, I've been making milkshakes forever. So I used to always make us milkshakes, right? Like in a blender, and we had food coloring. And I will always use the green one and make it like, oh, this is the slime, whatever. I always, like, and I just, like, I like to cook. And my grandma was also a cook, like, by trade, like, my whole life. And then my mom has always worked in the restaurant business, like, my whole life. So I guess, like, being around, like, my mom and grandma watching them cook. My dad, he would cook too. I mean, we used to McDonald's him to death. Dad, hey, go ask Dad, can we have McDonald's? But, you know, and sometimes they would, but a lot of times he would cook. And I don't know if I just picked it up just from looking or watching the cooking shows or what, but yeah, I've been cooking from, that's like you said, the egg in the microwave. But I think I did it because I didn't want to wash. But now I think about it, I had to wash the cup too. So I don't know. It was it was faster.
It's faster.
That's why I started doing them in the microwave. Because I used to do this sandwich where, as a matter of fact, I still do it. My kids like it, where I toast the bread. You put the like the deli meat or whatever in the oven when you toasting the bread. And then you fry the egg, put the cheese on it, put it together, Miracle Whip. Oh, it'd be blessing. So, but it was taking out after school. You know, you hungry. I'm like, dang, this egg, I ain't trying to sit there and wait on it, flip it. Girl, whip it up, put that in the microwave. It'd be like, whoop, cut it in half, put it on a sandwich. Good to go.
You want to be a little fancy, add a little dash of milk.
Oh,
really?
Okay.
A little dash of milk, make it even play. It'd be like,
it would come up like a little souffle. Like I don't know why I would cook it in a cup, like a mug.
Yeah.
Whisk it in there, and then it would just like poof up, like.
It would poof up, and then once you take it out the microwave, it would be like, shoo.
Yeah.
But you had an egg. You had a cooked egg, and it tastes great. So, like, yeah.
Yeah.
My mom. That's it. My mom was so
I'm flabbergasted that you could do that.
My mom was so lost. She was like, no, and I was like, yeah, girl. Yeah, girl.
What was that learning curve like then, being a wife and not knowing how to cook? Well, you were young, so maybe y'all both were young.
My husband knew how to cook. My husband's 5 years older than me.
Okay.
So he had already been with somebody, had a kid, like moved out on his own, like he had the whole thing. So he knew how to make like the basics and stuff. He made rice and beans, chicken, like he knows how to cook. But I had to learn, like I had all the stuff that I cook, I had to learn how to do it. So yeah, I'm still learning. Like, there's still stuff.
Yeah,
that I'm still learning how to do.
Those are things that you learn from, you learn it by yourself, but you also learn from experimenting and watching. So I made my first brown gravy, I want to say 28, because every time I made brown gravy that shit was lumpy and it was not brown.
Damn, it's supposed to be brown. It says brown in the name.
It was lumpy and not brown and was not edible. So I made my first successful gravy at 28. Have I been trying all this time? Yes. So it is things that you gotta practice. And my mom cooks.
Oh, Thanksgiving is coming too. Lord Jesus, thank the Lord. Woo! I can't wait.
My mom cooks, but she's used to cooking for multiple people, so she cooks a lot. So she tries not to cook because it's just me, my mom, and my boyfriend who usually eat it. So she's like, I don't know, I don't know what to cook. So she's used to just making big batches of stuff. So she
is this stuff that if she make a big batch, you could put it in the freezer for the next time?
Yeah, so if for Thanksgiving, if we have extra stuff, we will eat it probably the next day after Thanksgiving and maybe the day after that, but after that we'll put it in the freezer and it gets to be pulled out for, say, in July when we want some macaroni and cheese.
Seriously.
We'll pull it out.
Listen, I eat Thanksgiving food until, girl, I can eat Thanksgiving food until, I know people 1 or 2 days left over. I'm like, girl, no. I can eat it until it's gone.
No, we don't.
I'm not a hater on leftover. I love it's just good, especially if it's good. Thanksgiving food, please.
I ate 2 days after.
I'm picky about my leftovers. I got 2 days max because it starts to taste like the refrigerator to me. No matter how clean your refrigerator is, it literally starts to taste like the refrigerator. So after it sits in the refrigerator for 2 days, I'm like, this tastes funny. It doesn't taste right. So that's why literally after 2 days, it literally gets put in a Ziploc baggie or in a container and into the freezer.
Yeah. That's good, man. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna probably do it Sunday. I've been wanting some spaghetti because listen, I will tear down some spaghetti too for days and days, and I'll be remixing it every day. The first day, cause it's different toppings you can do. So sometimes I'll do Parmesan cheese. Sometimes I'll do shredded cheese. I'll do Parmesan and shredded. Sometimes you put a little hot sauce. Sometimes you eat it with the garlic bread. Sometimes you don't eat it with the garlic bread. Sometimes you put some sugar. I tear down spaghetti.
Sugar?
What? You put sugar in your thing?
No. So I'm telling you, you have to try it. Just make you a little, when you next time you make spaghetti, put a little bit to the side. Just do, not like a pound, it's not Kool-Aid, but just a little, you salt food, a little, do a little bit of sugar. Mix that. Thank me later. It's the savory with the sweet. Not too sweet, but just a little. I'm telling you, it's good. It's good. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Try. Have you ever tried? So my neighbor across the street, she puts jelly in her baked beans.
Yeah.
I did not know that was a thing.
You put red jelly in them.
I ain't heard of that, but I think I heard somebody doing that on a
baby. Those are baby shower meatballs, and them bitches is
the meatballs, right?
But I
don't eat meatballs.
Meatballs with some grape jelly?
I've
heard of it, but I don't like meatballs.
Oh, okay.
I'm
like, you into a baby shower with the little tiny meatballs. You ain't had none of them?
No, because it's not. I don't like. It's the hunk of meat. I can't get jiggy with that.
I don't like that like that.
So listen, if it was a little bit flatter, it could be a slider, but it can't be a meatball. Just the meatball with the sauce. I need it to be slider, ketchup, mayonnaise, cheese, bread. and the jelly and the meatball, and they go. People love it.
I love me a good baby shark meatball. I tried. I'm at a baby shark.
Last year I was at a birthday party.
I'm not eating anything else on your platter. I'm eating the meatballs. Meatballs.
For real? That's so funny. I'm looking at my iPad and it says that my order is on its way.
From DoorDash?
No, from you.
Oh.
From Minimal Banana.
She said from
DoorDash. I'll eat DoorDash. I'm trying to get my eating rate.
I see you working out, girl.
Yeah.
My alarm went off at 8 to go to the gym. Y'all see where I'm at.
Talking about
it go off every day at 8 o'clock. I have an alarm that goes off at this gym.
Okay, you're laughing, so it's okay.
Every day, I be like, snooze. I don't even hit snooze. I just hit stop, and then it go off the next day. But the intention, y'all see what I did? The intention is there. Yeah. So one day that alarm is gonna go off for the gym, and I'm gonna go to the gym.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the gym. See, I was walking with her. And I would go take my kids out for the walk, her afternoon walk, or whatever it is. It's literally been 105 outside. Yeah. I'm not going to go walk at 105 degrees.
So I've been walking in the morning, and then I do my treadmill, and I do like a thing on my iPad. I watch a video on my iPad.
Like I'm not
right in the garage.
Yeah, if I had a treadmill, I would do that. But I'm not going out, and it doesn't get any better. So like. Right now, Florida's in like a heat, so it doesn't even get any better. It doesn't even get any better. So like it used to at like 7, 8 o'clock cool down, where it was like or 5 o'clock it'll start cooling down, so like you can actually go outside. No, my car just told me it was still 97 degrees, and I got here at 7:45.
Yeah. Yeah, you ain't got to tell me. We went to, and I didn't know that Animal Kingdom was the hottest Disney park. Yep. And so we went in July. Yeah. I died and came back to life like 3 times. I figured
I died again.
But it was so hot. I'm like, Mickey, somebody help me. Like, it was so hot. So like anybody. So you wear glasses. So like when you go to the pool with your glasses, it had a spot.
Yeah.
Or it's like, girl, I had that little misty thing spraying all of my glasses. My glasses transition when I'm outside. So I had like little dark spots on it. My face was wet. I said, listen, I can't even make it to the car. First, I didn't think I was going to make it back to the gate to leave. I like to do open to close. Disney had wore me out. It was too damn hot. I was sweating. Everything was sweating. I couldn't concentrate. I was like, fuck the jazz. Oh, excuse me. You know, I was just like, it's too hot. I'm ready to go. Oh, I sat on the curb. I made it out the gate, and I sat on the curb and told my wife, please find the car and then come find me. I can't make it. I don't care if it's 1 row over. I can't make it. I can't walk no further. So I be doing like pescatarian, vegetarian, vegan. Like I be switching on and off. But I'm a sucker for cheeseburgers. So I was at that time. I was pescatarian or vegetarian. I don't know, but I said, take me to a McDonald's stat, please. I need a cheeseburger. She's like, you don't eat cheeseburgers. I turned into somebody else and said, if you don't take me to get a 2 cheeseburger meal right now, we're going to have some problems. We are going to have problems.
You feel like you was in the Sahara with the animals. You was in the desert insects.
I'm like, I am enslaved. The devil is here. The devil has arrived. I think it was the devil's day at Disney. It was so hot. And they were like, and then afterwards, people were like, oh, yeah, that's the hottest part. I said, well, you just knew I was going. Why y'all didn't tell me that beforehand? Tell me to go to Magic Kingdom or something. I know. Florida's on the hook.
I am a slave.
Seriously, I turned into a slave.
This is Radio for Mom. Stay tuned for the next episode. Like and subscribe.